Hey guys, how's it going today? Well, today it's Saturday. We got a funeral just waiting on coming in, and I was going to do some equipment maintenance on, you know, my snowblower or whatever and stuff. And of course I'll go to use my grease gun, and it's an air-powered grease gun, which is like the best thing ever. Of course I go to use it and it's empty. So what we're going to do now is refill this grease gun up and get it all primed up and get the snowblower all serviced up and greased up, ready to go again. Okay, so what we got to do is just pull this off. This is where the new tube of grease goes in. Just like that. And this little handle, I pull that out and that ejects the old tube. Yank that out, throw that in the garbage. And there's the new tube. So got to pull that rubber cap off. Look at that, nice fresh grease in there. And you got to pull this tube here. And sometimes it doesn't stay, so you got to fight with it because there's a big spring in there. There, that should stay there now. And pull this other cap off of here. Look at the rip off there, eh? They, I guess there's some there, but they, it's kind of hard to see there, but look at the big air gap in there. So I got to fight with that now, because once you start pumping that, it pushes all that air through too, so it takes forever, it seems like, to get it primed up again. So that just slides in, like that, and then show you in there too. Kind of, you don't really see much in here, but that's where the grease goes through, and there's like a little pump thing that pumps it out the end of the hose. So screw this back together, just like that. There, and then we got to close this again. Like that. We got to get our air line. Hook the air line up. And I generally take off this whip here while I'm just priming it back. It's already full of grease. And while it's priming, you don't really need to waste all that extra grease that's in there. So there'll be a bit probably pour right here, and then it'll stop. So you can see where I'm squeezing the trigger, it's the air. I think that's it. We got her. Sometimes it's a real nuisance to get started again, and it seems like it doesn't ever want to reprime. I don't know if it gets like an airlock in there or what, but so you screw that back on, and she should be ready to go. There, let's see. Yeah, looks good. All set. Let's go do some greasing on the little snowblower there. Okay, so there's a couple fittings here on this drive shaft. There's one right there, actually. We'll hit that guy first. That just there's just some bearings and stuff in there. Sometimes it's hard to take grease. And this one here is just for the shaft that slides. When you lift your blower, it's a telescopic square shaft in there, and so when your blower lifts up, it goes with it. So give it a few shots. A couple more here. There, she's good and lubed now. Now there's another thing I lube too. Usually there's our drive chain way under here, and but I have to do it when it's hooked on and running. So yeah, there's a couple more on the front that I'll have to spin around, and we'll do those too. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, so let's just move that. There's a couple on this shaft here that lubricate the auger on the shaft, so if you break a shear pin, it spins freely on the shaft. It's just a fair bit. I usually pump it in and see it coming out the edge here. The end here. It's probably good for that one. It takes a lot of grease. I don't know if that's 20, 30, 40 pumps I did there. I should count this one here. So there we go. That's probably enough. Yeah, it's starting to come out, so that's good.